Second duck by Kohli, unprecedented loss by India, second ODI gone, this series done and dusted. This is the story that happened yesterday. Pretty unfortunate and gut-wrenching, especially because India was the Champions Trophy winners just few months ago. And they won the Champions Trophy without losing a single match. Does that mean we are just heroes in Asia only and can play second-grade Asian teams? Yes, all due respect to all the Asian teams, but yeah, they are not right up to the standards of Australia and England, right? So let's just do a quick review. I've got some interesting points, but overall, I'm kind of gutted that this thing happened because I was really looking forward to the big clash and yeah, Australia is the big gun and you want to defeat them, especially when you're playing in Australia. My take is that Australia did not actually win the series. India gave them the series. This is what I feel. Because the first ODI was kind of rain affected, and then there was not much happening in the first ODI. Yes, in the end, India did lose, and yesterday's match, I feel Australia should have won very easily. But if you saw the match, it went right up to the last, I think 47th, 48th over. Australia made a big meal out of it. Now that tells us that India actually played bad. It's not Australia played good. Yeah, that's what I feel. If India had played even 50% to what the promise they have or the way they have been playing in the last few months, I think Australia had no chance, because if you see the overall Australian side, they are going through a transition themselves. Half of the players who played, we don't even know them. They are pretty new and most of them are really struggling. For example, Matthew Short and Connolly, the guys who played, who became heroes, they were struggling to keep their position in the team. So yes, yesterday they came and played, but they got some chances as well. So yeah, I feel that India gave them the series rather than Australia really winning it. Yes, there were some good brilliance from Hazelwood. He played really well. His bowling was really good. The first few overs very tight. But he is one of those guys. He bowls hard length all the time. He kind of reminds me of Glenn McGrath of the old times. Where does not swing the ball too much, but he just has this really nagging length, and he'll just keep coming at you. Day in and night, you wake him up in the morning, he will bowl that hard length. You wake him up after a few beers, he will bowl that hard length. He has that, I think his arm and his body, he's got that unbelievable muscle memory in his entire system. So yeah, he's one of those Glenn McGrath type of bowlers. Day in, day out, will bowl that hard length. But if you see the batting and the rest of the team, they didn't look like the Australia team that we know. It's just that they were not challenged. And the moment they got a big challenge yesterday, they just could not, they looked like a fish out of water for some time, getting 260 odd in Adelaide, which is a batting paradise in Australia at least, they kind of, they should have finished the match by the 40th over. But yeah, it kind of felt like India gave them the series. So let's have a look at, I made some points, so I'm going to refer to that. So the positives. So yesterday positive, definitely Rohit Sharma, kind of back in form, made 70 odd. He should have scored 100. Unnecessary he went for that pull, which was not required. You are playing well, but yeah, Rohit Sharma is Rohit Sharma. Sometimes he will just play the shot. But if he had stayed till the end, or even at least till the closing overs, we would have probably made like 320 plus. But yeah, that didn't happen. The second positive for me, definitely Arshdeep Singh. Now, I have been feeling this guy should have got a chance to play for India long time ago. He's only playing T20. I think this is the first time he's playing ODI. And I don't know why he's not playing Test. Bumrah, we already know this guy, he plays half the matches, he is workload management. Who is the real backup of Bumrah? Yes, there is Siraj. Siraj is not an X-factor bowler. He is again a workhorse. He will keep coming at you the whole day. But you need a X-factor bowler in place of Bumrah. And Arshdeep, in my opinion, is an X-factor bowler because of the swing he has. And he's already 26. So, as a fast bowler, he probably has another 5 or 6 or 7 years left. And he's not a very, healthy looking guy. So he probably will have his own set of injuries as well. So maybe because of that, they are just making sure that he only plays T20. I don't know. But yeah, that is one worry, and I'm going to make a video just dedicated to India's bowling. But let's come back to our ODI. The third positive, Akshar Patel, big surprise. Now, I was not expecting Akshar to really perform well because his position is kind of under scrutiny, right? Because, yes, he's all-rounder, but he's all-rounder in Indian conditions. But he was a big surprise because in both the ODI, he really batted well. Actually, it was because of him that India were able to get there. So even yesterday, he scored a good 40. In the first ODI, he scored 30. So definitely good for Akshar. Iyer played really well yesterday. He's the vice captain, but poor fellow just has got one more ODI. He's not a part of T20, which is a bit of a shame. I feel Iyer deserves a place in the ODI, and I'm going to make it controversial. I'm going to say he should play in place of Samson. Samson, I'm not a big fan. I made a video before. Somehow he has some sort of luck or influence. I don't know what, but anyways, that's not about the T20. We'll do a T20 review in the next couple of days. So Iyer, he played really well. Again, he should have stayed, and he got out to a really silly ball. In terms of negative, of course, the first one comes up is Virat Kohli, second duck. If I get the photo, I'm going to put it up. It was very, very embarrassing. Even the way he walked off the field. He had his head down, and yeah, he just looked dejected. Second duck in a row. Yeah, I kind of feel very bad for Virat. I mean, yes, it is the end of his, of his illustrious career that he's had. Probably, arguably, the most successful one-day batter ever. But yeah, somehow we don't really know, right? Is it time for him to call quits? Whether it's time for him to keep going? Because his stature, his level is so high. You can't tell him that, hey, Virat, out. I think that is a call everybody's waiting for him to take. So yeah, it kind of, I was feeling a bit bad for him, and I was feeling a bit embarrassed, and he looked pretty dejected. So Virat, I hope third ODI he does something. Gill is the second negative. He's out of form, but I think he's allowed because he's had a great run, especially in the England series, and he also played well in Champions Trophy, and he also scored a century against West Indies. That's definitely a big negative. I hope he comes back in form soon. The other one is Reddy. Now Reddy, I had done a video earlier, and I was pretty excited for Reddy to be a part because I really like that guy. I think he has got a good X factor. He is a genuine all-rounder, and he is the replacement for Hardik Pandya in the future, in my opinion. And he had a great Australia tour last year. But the last two ODI, he's been flop show. His bowling, his leaked runs, and yeah, he's not done that great. His batting, he's not done great as well. The first ODI, he did score 15 or 19 odd runs, but yeah, I expected more from Reddy, especially in the bowling. And then the most biggest negative is Rana. I'm saying again, I have no idea why that guy is playing. He just looks like an ox bowler, no brain, just comes and bowls. And again yesterday he got whacked. Absolutely, I don't think any batsman actually is respecting him at all. So Rana, I really feel is a waste in this format. In fact, in all formats, you should just stick to IPL. So yeah, and the funny thing was, all the three fast bowlers, they were all having cramps yesterday. Siraj is getting massage on the boundary. Arshdeep is getting treatment on the boundary. Rana is collapsing in the middle of the pitch. Even Arshdeep collapsed. I don't know what is it. Is it fatigue? Tiring? But Arshdeep has not played anything, so he should not be getting cramps. Siraj, yes, he's had a very, very tough or a very strenuous last few months. Rana, I don't want to talk too much about him. Don't want to give him too much importance because I don't really think he deserves to be in the Indian team. But the biggest negative of the Indian team, and I would say being a fan of the Indian team for so long, it's the catching. How many times India have dropped catches? If you had seen the Champions Trophy, it was shame the way they were dropping catches. And yesterday, 2 catches were dropped. And Matthew Short, you dropped that guy's catch, and then he went and scored an additional 50. He was dropped when he was 20 odd by Akshar Patel, and Akshar is a horrible fielder. Horrible. Okay, he is. Yeah, the number of catches that guy has dropped in his career is just unbelievable. And they were saying he is the replacement of Jadeja. Come on, get a life. Where is Jadeja? He's fielding, and where is Akshar Patel? And Siraj, another one. I mean, Siraj cannot bat. Siraj cannot field. The only thing he does is bowling, and the only reason he's in the side is because of his bowling. But yeah, he has dropped crucial catches in crucial matches at crucial times. It's not going to happen, bro, if you're going to do that. So catching, yeah, we have this very fancy fielding coach. I don't know his name. He gives this funny prizes. Best catcher, then all of that. I've seen some videos on YouTube, and yeah, after every match he has this little ceremony and gives like this. I don't know what he's doing. Huh? He's always moving around in the boundary ropes and trying to be so involved, and like, what is he doing? They are dropping bloody sitters. They are dropping easy catch. Like, come on, yaar. Too much. Okay, moving on. Moving on to the Australian team. As I mentioned, Connolly and Matthew Short played really well. Matthew Short, we have to give that to that guy. When India was batting and KL Rahul came, he edged in the slip, and Matthew Short got, he tried to catch and his finger got cut. It was bloody bleeding like crazy. And, he went off the field, and I thought, that's it. He's not going to be, he's out. Guess what? He comes to bat at 1 down. And not only he comes, he scores a match-winning stand with Connolly. He scored 70 plus odd, and he was pure muscle. I don't know. That is the true Aussie spirit. We all have seen, right, over the years. They really have that fighting spirit. Hats off to Australians for doing that. So Matthew Short scored a great 70. His place is actually under scrutiny. But yeah, he played a fighting knock, and Connolly also, when he came, Connolly looked really nervous. But the way he batted, controlling his nerves, and there were moments in the game where India actually came back. I don't think India deserved to come back. It was Australia not playing good, right? Which I've said before. But hats off to Connolly and Matthew Short for sticking in there, holding their nerves, not giving their wickets away. Both of them had a very, very poor average before this ODI match. Even Matthew Short flopped in the first ODI. So for both of them to show up when it mattered, and good on them. I think Cameron Green is back soon, and so will be Pat Cummins. No, Pat Cummins is not back, but I think there's another player, I forgot his name. He's back as well soon. So their places will be under fire, but with that knock of yesterday, I do feel that they have done a good job. So so that series is done. Tomorrow there is the third ODI, which will be a formality. I would expect a lot of the other players to play. Kuldeep will probably play. So will Yashasvi Jaiswal will play as well, I would imagine. Virat Kohli will definitely play. So we have to see what will be the batting lineup. But that's it for my review of the second ODI. Excited for the T20 starting very soon. Of course, I'll do a review and a preview both. So thank you guys very much for watching the channel. I know it's a long video, but my videos will be long. It's kind of like a bharas that I have. I'm gonna take it out. And as a fan, so please do like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and see you in the next video.